Hello everybody, this is Cheeseburger. Today I'm going to be playing a game called Banished. It's a medieval town builder game, very relaxing. I'm going to be playing it with mods just to kind of speed things along, try to keep this video short because otherwise we're going to sit here for hours waiting for anything to happen. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and hop into it.
Yeah? We just hop into it? We just go hop into it? Huh?
Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna go ahead and make a new town. What are we gonna call it? Let's call it poopy butthole. Poopy butthole. Sure. All right, terrain type. I want valleys, not mountains. You get a little bit more room to work with valleys. I want the terrain size large. I do like the harsh climate. Disasters are on, and starting conditions hard. Now, like I said in the intro, I'm going to be using mods, so if I start running into a pickle, I'm going to cheat my way through it. For those of you who haven't played this game before, like I said, it's pretty relaxing, pretty chill medieval town builder. The baseline game, the vanilla game, not so bad. But in my opinion, it does work a little bit better with mods, which looks like they actually aren't loaded in for some reason. I thought I enabled all these yesterday. So give it a second. It's gonna reload the map after I enable all these. Let me actually talk about some of these. So the busy laborers mod is fantastic because your people just walking around and stuff like that, you can your laborers, you can actually make them pick up wild foods and medicinal herbs instead of placing down an herbalist and then they go collect it and stuff like that. When you play this game, you can have your laborers and other people clear out like trees and rocks and iron and so on and so forth, and when you highlight the when you use the function that clears everything out, yeah, they'll pick up the food and the herbs. But if you just wanted to specify the herbs or the food, you can't do that without this mod. The fences and decorations, I don't use that much. The debug menu, that's going to be our saving grace whenever we run into a tight spot. You can add citizens, you can make them all educated, you can feed them, you can disable hunger, disable cold, you can do all sorts of things to cheat. Extra leather, which is great. You get 50% more leather from your hunting lodges and your farms. So that's kind of a buff. Kind of, I wouldn't say makes it more realistic, but it's it's just a little bit better. The fish farm is great because it is a great way to add a food source to your map. If you have limited water, limited space, and stuff like that, you could just create this fish farm. I use it a lot just to kind of help. But the one thing I don't like about it is the style of the building. It's not the style I want it to be. More iron, more stone, more wood. That's pretty self-explanatory. Every time they gather this stuff in the world, you get a little bit more. And it also looks like it reduces the weight. That's pretty cool. No coal in houses, I think, is an absolute must for anybody who plays this game, because if you're trying to get your town to start making steel tools, which you need coal for, and you start mining coal, you might notice that your citizens are going to start scooping it up and using it instead of firewood. So you could have a great firewood farm, but they're not using it because they're preferring coal. So this is a must-have mod for any gamer, anybody who plays this game, whatever. Words are good. The smaller vendor buildings are pretty cool. You can have like little farmer stands. You get like this general store, and it's better than just placing a huge market everywhere on the map. One thing I will say about this, one of the conditions for receiving nomads in your town, I know the 3 conditions: you have to have a trading post, you have to have a town hall, and you have to have a market. it must be a vanilla market. You cannot just place one of these modded markets in there. You won't get nomads that way. I learned that one the hard way. The specialized stockpiles, I could take it or leave it. I've learned that they're not really that helpful. I just use regular stockpiles. The stone bridge, it's hit or miss. It's wider than a one path. Like it takes up 3 blocks wide, but it's like if you have one path leading up to it, it's wider, but if you have 3 paths leading up to it, it's narrower than that. So it's kind of ugly, this one that I have, but I use it anyway. And then last but not least is 1 year is 1 year. This one is very helpful because your workers, your adults, stay alive much longer. In vanilla gameplay, the citizens age up something like I think 5 years every in-game year. So they could be born 1 year and be 5 years old the next year. It makes no sense. So if you get 1-to-1, they could be born 1 year and they're 1 year old the next year. So the downside of this is it takes a little bit longer for you to get laborers. So if you have a baby boom, you're going to be waiting like at least 12 or 13, I think, in-game years before you get that boom of laborers. And of course, that's even longer if you've got them going to school. But the benefit is they also stay alive for more in-game years, so you get more work out of them. So that one, you could take it or leave it. I like using it. So we're going to enable those, and it's going to have to reload the map, and then we'll have those mods. So for the sake of just playing the game for shits and giggies, we are going to use the debug menu. I'm going to go ahead and enable 0 build cost. I know, like, I'm not grinding on this. Why even start it in the harsh conditions? Because screw it. That's why. All right. What I want to do, I need to... Okay, if I enable 0 build cost, I believe if I have that enabled, I could just clear all this stuff and it just disappears. Typically what happens whenever you, for those of you who haven't played this game, whenever you select the remove resources button, it'll highlight this stuff, but then your people have to get rid of that stuff. Now I know I'm kind of cutting out a lot of resources here, but I will make up for it with the same debug menu. Alright, so let's take a look at the terrain, see what we got to work with. Got a little lake here, got a river here, mountain this side. Kind of like to get a good little feel so I know how I want to skin this chicken. Pluck this chicken, I don't know the saying, whatever it is. That should know the saying. This is, yeah, this is gorgeous. Okay, so not the best starting area that I've ever seen, but I will take it. So because I've enabled 0 building cost, or excuse me, I enabled 0 building cost so that I could just build a big town right here, right now. So we're gonna start with a town hall. Actually, I want to start with a road along the river, and looks like I'm gonna have to do that manually. Well, I actually want it to be on this river. This is where I want the trading post. So, excuse me for talking to myself. I'm also trying to go quick because I'm, trying not to waste y'all's time. Just gonna go ahead and make a large little civilization area based around this stuff. Okay, cool. So we got all this space to work with from the beginning. Maybe the rest of it we will legitimately clean up. Alright, I'm actually going to start with the trading post because Nope. Maybe something like that. Okay, cool. Out of curiosity, will a path go around here? Yes, it will. That's what I want to see. So from here, gonna build a bridge. Now the one thing that the enable 0 building cost doesn't really do is the paths. You'll still need builders to work on paths. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make a path right there. Okay. Oh, for a realistic feel, I mean, you're gonna see that everything's pretty square in here as it is. But I still try to, yeah, I do a lot of straight lines, kind of like modern city planning, but I do try to avoid it. Shoot, you know what? Why do dirt when I could do... Well, I'll probably do dirt around here and then cobblestone more in the center, I think. How do I want to proceed? Give me just a couple seconds to think. Let's go ahead and get some fishing. Now, I have heard talk about how if you have like a trading post within the radius of a fishing pier, it affects it, but I haven't really experienced any problems with it. But what I have learned is that you cannot just put fishing posts adjacent to each other. That affects how much fish each one catches. Even though I like the look of it, don't do that. So I'm going to make sure that this one is outside of that one's radius, or at least doesn't overlap it that much. Okay. Now, I don't have enough people right now, but I'm definitely going to use the mod to make sure we have plenty of people. I think that's as far as I'm going to make that go. So I'm going to go ahead and do a dirt path for this. Kind of have it stop right there. Maybe make this go straight. And we'll do something like that. We'll do something like that. And let's see what happens here. Yeah, cool. I like the way that looks. All right. So there we got fishing. Now I'm going to put a barn in between every two, just to make sure that they got enough room for putting resources away. Do it like that. Grab this, square that off. And maybe just go ahead and go around the back a little bit. Yeah. Yep. Do another one here. Kind of do it just a little bit closer to this one. Again, trying to give it a more organic feel. Okay. We'll do this one on this side. Let's rotate that. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure Yep, they're good. I don't want to put a path there, but I wanted to make sure. Sometimes citizens will like get themselves stuck somewhere, and it's really annoying. Like if they can't walk, they'll get themselves like stuck behind a building, and like in a cove like this, or not a cove, but a bank like this, and if they can't walk out of there, they'll die. So let's make this one kind of like that. Okay. And I'll just do the path on one side. Oh, cool. I lined it up with that. And to be honest, I think that's enough barns for the fishing area. So that's more than enough room for a bunch of food to be stored. So kind of want to make this a square. Okay. And what else do I want here? I'm gonna put a market here. I'm gonna do a vanilla market, which is this one. I'm gonna do it, yeah, like that. We'll actually go ahead and have this go all the way like that. This is gonna be a big fat road. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. Around markets, I like to do at least 2 wide roads. Now, it doesn't really affect, like, you know, the flow of the citizens. They're gonna walk on like one road, if that makes sense. But oh man, that would have been cool. So do a tailor here. Doubt that a blacksmith. Oh, would you look at that? Blacksmith fits. Excellent. That's what you want to see. Now let's see. Will a road go straight from here? A road will go straight from here. Can I do 2 wide? Can I do 3 wide? Okay. So before I actually go forward with that, let us see if this is what I'm talking about with the bridge. It's 3 wide. Now what I want to know is yep. So that's what I mean. Sometimes you can do a bridge, but it won't entirely line up with the bank. You have to have these 3 spaces, stuff like that. But as you'll see, these suckers are, or when you put your road down, it is a bit wider than the bridge. But if you only had 1 road leading up to it, the bridge is a bit wider. And to be honest, if it was me, I would like it all to be the same size. But you know, that's how I would have built it. But fuck, excuse my language, I don't build mods, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Ah, excellent. There we go. Just at the base of that ridge. So this, I think I'll fill up with just you know what? Let's actually do. Let's do some of these fishing things here. Not that. Fish farms. Okay. Do a fish farm there. Fish farm there. Barn here. Okay. Can people get around if they're stuck? They can. We're gonna do a wooden bridge here. I think I might have messed it up. Nope, we're good. Alright, and let's do... Keep selecting the wrong one. Well, actually, I'm gonna put a forester lodge in here. Not so much for the trees of it all, but I want there to be trees kind of filling up the drat. Kind of filling up the space a little bit. Okay. We will do that right there. While I got that there, let's just go ahead and reduce that to 1. Oh, and you know what? Let's make sure these are 4. So if you're not playing, if you haven't played the game before, whenever you select a place of work, you can change how many people work at that specific location, which will be important once we actually start using the cheat to populate how many people are in here. Speaking of, this only needs to be like 2 right now. All these should be preset to 4. These are 4. Okay, cool. Some of your places, like your churches or your blacksmith and tailor, they can only have 1 worker there. Okay, cool. Let's see the radius that that's in. That's going to be a very small area, but at least we'll get some trees filling in there. Do I want more fish farms here or no? Actually want some residential, so just a little too wide. So let's go with some regular housing. I like to turn them inward like this, give them their own, you know, kind of private avenue. Okay. there. Cool. Alright, and yeah, you might get a tree or two in that spot. So I'll probably put like another forester lodge somewhere over here to make sure, because I like having the trees there. Kind of keeps it from looking dull like this. Okay, give me a second to think what I want to do next. Probably eventually do something over here, but I want to get to work on this area here. It's a bit rough, so ew, there's no good way to do this. I guess. How does that look? Okay, so this is an instance where I'm going to use a one wide path leading up to a bridge. Don't like doing it, but because it's not going to work. You see that right there? I can't place right there, and I can't place right here. So it's going to look funky if I try to do that. I'm just going to leave it like that. Though I will make this bit wider, like so, and go ahead and make it just a bit wider than that. Cool. Shoot, you know what I need them to do? I need them. We're gonna go ahead and disable all that and enable all educated. This way I can have them go ahead and remove that. They won't get hungry. And they can go ahead and break that down. Let's also add some more people to work. Okay. Just got a bunch of people here because there we go. That's what I wanted to see. I want to clear up the weather real quick so I can see better. How do I turn off the weather again? There's a button for it. I'll turn those back on when we actually let the thing run. Fog. How do I... Okay, we'll just do that and... Nope. Okay, let's just do summer. I want no rain. Stop trying to rain. There we go. This way I can see a little bit clearer. Now what I don't get, the one thing about this this mod, the fishing thing, a lot of people like to hang out at it, as you can see. It's kind of ridiculous. There's a way to turn... I might be thinking of a different game, but I think there's a way to actually turn off weather cycling. We're just gonna live with it for now. Alright, anyway, now that that cart is cleared up, now I can place what I wanted to place, which is the town hall right here on that corner. And kind of want this space to be open so it can look towards the street. Now, what I'm gonna do is do a 3 wide. I'll actually go with 4 wide here. And we will get rid of all of that. Cool. Yeah, it looks kind of goofy. Not a big fan of it, but take what you take and you don't throw a get what you get and you don't throw a fit. We'll actually do this right here. There we go. And I'll fit something in there. Probably, you know what? We'll do some residential there. Ooh, I don't know about residential. What else might fit there? Maybe a tavern. Perfect. That's what I want to see right there. And we'll actually make that too wide. There we go. That fills up the space quite nicely. And just for storage sake, let's see, does this fit here? It do. It show do. I just don't know which way I want the roof to tilt. I want it to tilt this way. Because this will line up behind there quite nicely. There we go. Cool beans. Alright. We're getting somewhere. I want this area to look quite symmetrical and stuff like that and be more of a town center kind of situation. Alright. Gotta keep an eye on the time. I'm gonna have to take a nap here. I gotta go to work again later tonight. What do we want? You know what might look good here? An orchard. Let's see what we could do. Okay, that's 20. So we'll go with 10. 10 and 15. 2 orchards. What's the button that make all crop seeds available? We'll keep those at 3. And, oh, for some reason oh, that's why. Orchard seeds. There we go. And, what do we want? Let's do apple. Apples are cute. Do apple, apple, and you know what? That's already set to apple, so there you go. Once we actually get workers in there, it'll do something. They'll make ale. I'm gonna do another set of orchards. 10 wide, 15 long. There we go. Let's also set those to apple and apple. Okay, cool. Sick. Alrighty. Now, what do I want to do next? I might add a little store as close to this corner as I can. So, not a general store, because the general... Oh wait, yes, a general store. Which one looks like this one, the hardware store. When they modded this, they used the exact same thing as the tavern. So, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't really use that one that much. But the general store, as you can see, I don't like the building style on it. No, you know, shade on any country that actually uses that. Oh, that fits up against there quite nicely. No shade on any country that actually, you know, historically uses that building style. It's just, I don't like that it doesn't match the rest of the building style here. Kind of like this. It just doesn't match the rest of the vanilla, you know, assets. Okay, so now that we got that there, let's actually go ahead and put one of these here. Is that going to be too big? Is it going to make things weird? I'm going to make an alley here. The one thing about building with like no building cost, you can build with no building cost, but you still need the citizens to actually break stuff down. Okay. Gonna want to put a chapel somewhere. Where would be a good place for it? I don't know. What about right here? Let's see if we can line it up. Perfect, so we'll do it 3 wide. Bada boom, baby. And we will do a, whatchamacallit, a well here. And another one there. Town services. Now the wells, for those who haven't played this game, you want these for fires. Also, pro tip, I don't know about anybody else's computer, but whenever I play the game and a fire breaks out, I have to slow it down to no faster than 2 times speed. Otherwise, all the citizens just stop. They just stop moving and stop fighting the fire. It's quite annoying. Since this will be the edge, I'm gonna go ahead and clear up those roads. Okay. So that's, for the most part, centered. This road is wider. I am gonna probably make it branch out this way as 3 wide. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do that before I forget. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool beans. What do I want to do next? Kinda don't like this empty space. I will build a cemetery. But I want to build a big fat cemetery. I don't necessarily need it that big, but I don't like how the entrance is on the other side. So what does it look like if I do that? It's going to want to do... Oh, sure. This side works. Okay. And we'll build a path going all the way around it. Kind of goofy, but, you know, make do. There we go. And I might do a school right here. Let's see what the school looks like. Might do it like that, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. And I wonder if I can fit a forester's lodge behind it. I can. And if I do that, it'll help fill out some of the blank spaces we've left. Alright. Yeah, I like that. And that's only going to need 1. Okay, cool. Gonna need a hospital at some point. Now, the thing about hospitals, I try to build those in low traffic areas so curious citizens don't keep walking up to it whenever there's a pandemic and getting sick. It's kind of silly, but also look at how people react these days, you know? Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely, like, not against, like... I don't want to get into that. I really don't want to get into that. So, got this big, beautiful orchard area. Now we're going to need a market. We already got one here. That's good enough. Well, shoot. Let's actually see what it looks like if we do one of these. Is that weird to put next to a cemetery? Oh, by the way, we don't need that many there. Huh. I'm trying to think of what I want this to look like. So I'm sorry if I'm, you know, hesitating a lot. What do we have? What can I build? I do want this to kind of be... You know what? We might do some more fishing and stuff. Cool. Okay, we got this. I want this to be dense with stuff. So let's see what we can do about that. Maybe. If push comes to shove, I'll just have all the citizens delete everything. there. I don't know how I feel about it being on the main road. I'm gonna have them... Should I keep it? It's kind of rough. Let's see what we can do about storage. If I absolutely hate the way everything looks, then we will... Yeah, I actually absolutely hate the way everything looks, so... We'll get rid of those, and we'll just make that, like, residential or something. I do know I want this area to be medicine, so in order for that to happen, I'm gonna need to... What's the radius of that one? Okay, so we're gonna kind of... there. That's what we'll do. This is gonna be 1, but he's only gonna plant. He's not gonna cut because I want there to be a herbalist here. And it'll behoove you, whenever you have an herbalist, to just have a forester nearby that only plants, because herbs grow around old trees. I'm also going to... We'll keep that as 2. I'm also going to put a gatherer's hut and a hunting lodge. How do I want to skip this chicken? Let me... There we go. The one thing about it is this is taking up real estate that, you know, we really need for the capture of these materials, but I will live with my failures. Now let's put a gatherer's hut. That's gonna be this one. Yeah, we'll do that. That will be 2. Okay, cool. Righteous. What do I want to do here, though? I want maybe this to be trees and such. So... we're going to split this off as 2 here. As it goes off into oblivion. And, it's getting rougher and rougher to think about. I wonder if a quarry will actually fit there. That's gonna be here. Ooh, maybe. It'll fit if I make it smaller, but I don't make one of these roads smaller, but I don't know if I necessarily want that there. Yeah, I don't want that there. I kind of want this area to just be like a beautiful kind of town center square area, and then the out areas is where the resource collection will be, and so on and so forth. Downside about that is you really want your workers to live close to where they work, and so I don't know. No, I'm gonna stick with my first instinct. There's gonna be trees in that area. You're gonna cover that space, so maybe you this space. And we will actually make you 3. You can be 2. Okay. Oh, sweet, my neck. Really don't know the best way to work with this space. Allow me to... I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Open up. I don't want that. Do this. This. Oh wait, no, that's not the way I do it. There we go. I like to put the professions up there and always keep them up. All these, always keep them up so I can keep an eye on my resources, my people. Let's do 20 builders. They're not going to get hungry anytime soon. Temporarily, I am going to give them a place to drop off material right here, but that will go away over time. Let's go ahead and get all that cleaned up. Cool. Okay. So instead, I want to do like a row of houses going this way. Okay. And we'll do a road like this. And we'll do a well right here. Okay. Neat. And then behind this we'll do fishing. Not fishing dock. I do want to give it a little bit of space because some, well, shoot. You know what? Yeah, we'll roll with that. Okay. Do a barn here? No? So we will remove roads here. Squeeze a barn in right here. And I believe my calculations are correct. There we go. Wonderful. Excellent. That works out, right? Okay. So we have some fishing there. Some more over on this side. Might do some mining right here. It's gonna be here. Want to fit 2 in here somehow, please. Well, let me see something. Okay, that might fit there. That might fit there. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and have them remove this. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Okay, do I have something in the debug menu for that? Oh, man. Well, that was a bust. I forgot, some structures, when you remove them, leave permanent scars on the landscape. Oh, and that's one of those things. Okay. Okay. Oh, great. What a waste of space. I'm a big dumb dummy. Big dumb. Big dumb. So we'll just actually make this more woods. If I do this one right here, what does that cover? So I'm gonna do this one like, it's gonna leave a little bit of blank space here. Will it? Maybe if I do it like right here. The thing is I don't really want this guy to cut into the older trees area, so we'll do this right here. We'll have them remove this. We'll make this 2. So we'll still get the forest in this little nook here, which I kind of want to do a dirt cut through that. Okay. With maybe a dirt cut through like this. There we go. Okay. Oh. I can't believe I did that. That was a dummy move. Alright, so far, so good. Still need to get squared away with some more stuff, because the size of everything I have is unsustainable if I turn off all the mods making this work right now. So what if... Would it be weird to do mining here? Should I do it? I think I'll do mining over there, so I'll get to that eventually. Big think. Actually, I'm gonna make all this like farmland and stuff. So mining will probably have to take place like over here or something like that. Huh. Wow, okay. You know what, we'll just do a couple of these in a row. I kinda like how that lines up, but not really. We'll just do 2. And this will go off in 2 like that. And maybe we will do like a blacksmith on this corner. And have a house here. I think a house will fit. Yeah, we'll do it like that. There we go. And there's a back door there. I never noticed that. And that's where that'll connect. And I'm gonna work with this narrow street. I want to put a business on the edge. We'll do a table. No back door on that one. So, okay. I wonder if I fit another house over here in this back alley area. Okay, cool. There we go. I'll actually do this one. 2 spaces wide. Just because I can. And there's all these windows here. It kind of makes me want to put some more like farmland right here so they got something to look out at, but no. Okay. We're gonna let this go off into the... Oh no! Oh no, you see that? That's too low for a tunnel, but too high for a road. They'll still walk over that, but if I want like an official path, it's gonna have to be like up here or something. So this is all forest. We will just go ahead and build a tunnel right there. And reduce this down to 1. And do the staggered kind of approach. There you go. They'll still probably walk here because it's a shorter distance, but... Okay. We're gonna do a few more houses here. I don't like the fact that 2 of the same looking kinds will be. Cool. I feel like I'm gonna need another barn somewhere near here, so it's gonna infringe on this space a little bit. This is gonna go down to 1. We'll do a barn next to the schoolhouse. Okay, at some point I'm gonna need some woodcutters. And I'll probably do that in this space over here. Let's see, how does the path fare over here? Okay, cool. Let's see if I can make a wood cutting farm right here. Okay, that's gonna get in the way. But I don't want that road to be too narrow, so we'll start here. Oh, drat. Okay, we'll just start with 4. Don't like that so much, so we'll just... Kind of, I guess. I guess that works. And we will do some storage behind them. There we go. Plenty of room. Yeah, okay, I could live with that. I'm also gonna go ahead and have them remove resources there, since we have a permanent structure now for that. Okay, cool. Now, gonna need iron and stuff. Big thinky winky. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Can I make a big straight line here? Can. Excellent. Let's see what some farmland starts to look like. Do I want farm or do I want, like, cattle and stuff? I think I want some cattle and stuff. So let's go ahead and do it here. Let us put a pasture. Hold on. It could be work or something. Nope. Just spam. We'll do something like this. The barn here. Okay. 20. Sure. And then another thing right here. Okay, we'll do like cows, sheep, chickens. Debug menu. First, I need to make all player or make all those available. We'll do cattle, chickens, sheep, and then we just hit this button a few times. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Now we got that. I'm gonna need another barn because that's gonna fill up pretty quickly. Excellent. That's what I want to see. Cool. Neat. Got that. Might do some farmland here now. So straight line. There we go. Now let us do some crop fields. 15 by 15. 15, there we go. Is this what I want? It is what I want. 15, and will 15 fit here? Will, but I don't think a path is going to go around the back of it. It will. Cool. Okay. Cool. We're going to need more barns. Try to get one as close to this corner as we can. And it might be overkill, but I'm going to do another one right here. Cool. Okay. Now let's do some more farmland right here. As much as I like the look of that gradual thing right there, let's go ahead and remove that. Do 10 by 10. 10 by 12. See how these guys are kind of cutting right here? I'll just go ahead and make their life a little bit easier. Wait, what up? Oh, okay, I thought I built that just by clicking on it twice. I was about to say this is a new development to me. And we'll just go ahead and make all this dirt. Cool. Cool. We're gonna need some houses for farmers to, you know, live near their crops and everything. Kind of do it a little bit scattered looking here. And let's go ahead and put a farmer stand right here. That's only going to need like one. Okay. Need some more farms. More farms. What is in the way there? Oh, a path. I can go. And 15. Not gonna be able to build there. Yup. You're not. Cool. Like it. Now let's see if we can just do these and how far does it go? Whole thing. Let's just do a few more small houses. Okay, good enough for me. And we will probably do Forester Lodge over there with hunting in the future. I like that. Perfect little circle thing going on there. Let's do another farmer stand kind of here on the corner and actually add just a couple more houses. Might do a well over here. Whenever you do that, if you want it to look like dirt, make sure you place dirt around it. Look like dirt. It's kind of funny to say it that way. Now, I would do another kind of Forester Lodge here, but I really don't, for these houses, I just don't want to build paths up to the doors. Kind of like this one too, though I might eventually, if I do foresting here, if it gets too close, I might have to do that. We're going to need a house or two over here for these guys. Cool beans. I'll leave that blank until my mind decides what to do with this space here. And let's go ahead and set some crops up. The beans here. Do like pumpkins here, I think. And oh, what do they want? They want potatoes. That's what they want. Cool. Now, let's close that out real quick. Two there. We're gonna need a lot more people, so. Increase this by 4, so let's just click that a few times. Let's go ahead and do 43 farmers. Go down the list. 6 herdsmen, 2 gatherers, 24 fishermen. We need some more. We're gonna need 23 fish farmers. Okay, 2 hunters, 4 woodcutters, 5 foresters, 2 herbalists, 2 of these, 1 of these, 2 tailors, 9 vendors. Didn't I place another one of these and did it reduce how many? Yeah, we only need like 1 there, 1 there. So we actually need 7 vendors, 2 traders that we're not actively trading, 1 teacher, 1 cleric. Okay. We're gonna do another like stockpile. Where do I want to do this other stockpile? I don't want it like too close to anything. Would it make sense to build it in the middle of town? I'm just gonna not worry about that right now. Okay. Let's just add a few more. Okay. Well, you all got jobs now. I'm also gonna go ahead and set that too. How many citizens have I got? We're gonna need this at like 10,000 right now. Okay. Let's go ahead. Get them all stocked up on stuff, yeah? We'll actually make the food something like 25,000. So they'll actually work. Let's go ahead and set these limits to 250. And the log limit to 2,000. I got a lot of homeless people, which is a bit scary. I gotta figure that out now. Maybe I'll do some housing here. That's what I'll do. I'll do one of these like right here. Maybe two of them. Well, no, we will just make a bunch of smaller houses. Okay. Good so far. A homeless problem in my town. Okay, cool. Do some roads. Let's have something like 10 of these guys. Just a few more of those. Gonna have to do like 2 more boarding houses or something. Let's make sure that the firewood limit is set pretty high to like 500. And let's go ahead and get them squared away with materials. Also, we're gonna need medicine. Am I out of room? No. I don't know why I can't add herbs. I don't know. Well, oh, you know why? Because I think I need to make all resources visible, and then I can add herbs. There we go. I can't add things that I haven't collected before. There we go. Cool. Now we still got to do something about all these homeless people. Is that 250,000? 1, 2, 3. That's so weird that they're farming even though we've reached the food limit. I mean, these guys, I've recognized it, but these guys haven't, so we'll just go ahead and go with like 30,000. So this way our guys will work. Okay. After I get these homeless people squared away, we will go ahead and turn off all the cheats and see if they survive. Let's do just a few houses along the. Let's do a boarding house over here. Let's do the cemetery. I hate how boarding houses don't really take that much off of your fucking homeless population. Oh, great, that needs to charge. Let's pause for a second. Think. Oh boy. Let's do it like that. Let's do another Forester Lodge, like. Over here. Okay. My controls are messed up. I could have sworn that there was a way to pan up. Alright, we'll do a hunting lodge over here as well. Gatherer hut. Barn for them to store whatever they find. And let's do a couple of houses. Lame. That didn't help much. Alright, we're gonna need like one more boarding house, I think. Somewhere. Oh, and you know what? We've actually got a few more businesses now, so. What are we looking at here? Forester, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna want 4 there. Hunter's Lodge, we're still gonna just go with 2. Gatherer's Hut, 2. So, 2. What am I forgetting? Hunter, 2. Okay. Ooh, the hard part is finding a pretty place for one more of these. Really wish I could somehow squeeze it in there. This will do. That'll do. There's no way in hell only one guy is living in here. Just had a huge baby boom. That food to go to waste. Looks like we are producing well more than we are consuming. I cannot believe that there's still 4 homeless people. And you know what? They can stay homeless. Stay broke. Okay. Let's go ahead and disable this, disable this, disable this, disable this, and disable this. And you know what? I realized why, like, no food is being consumed because I didn't have any of that stuff on. Okay. How much are we actually producing? Got a good store of food. do feel bad that I'm leaving like 4 of them homeless. Okay, what you're gonna want to do whenever you get a trader is on your orders. At least this is what I do at the beginning. I just make sure I order everything. Double check every visit, everything. I got nothing to trade right now, so dismissing them. I don't know what I'm producing in excess right now, so I'm not going to worry about trying to figure that out yet. I'm trying to figure out what to stock up on. You know what? Let's do a few more houses here. Mostly because I don't like the people cutting. Oh, and you know what? They're gonna actually use resources on that. There you go. Stone is low. Yeah, right. Until I actually have like a quarry and set of glove blocks and stuff, this is just how I'm gonna resupply. Again, because I want you guys to see, you know, the game in full swing, not just the long drudgery that it takes to get it started. Okay, so we're gonna get a whole year on here now and see what that looks like for our citizens. Go with 250. So yeah, we use some cheats to get things started. I think it looks good, though. I like the way it looks. Orchards, as you can imagine, take a couple years before they actually start producing food. Very nice. Very cool. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Now I'm just gotta make sure that they are producing enough stuff. We got this many. How much leather have we got? There's 11. So for all of our tailors, we're gonna go ahead and make them upgrade to leather and wool. Those last longer, if I'm not mistaken. Since we don't have any coal, I'm not gonna worry about, well, you know what? We're gonna kind of cheat our way. We're gonna make them do steel tools, which takes iron and coal, not just iron. But also logs, you know. And let's go ahead and add some coal. Add some more wood. A little bit of iron. A little bit of stone. Okay, that stockpile looks pretty good. Now we're gonna let it run for a little bit. Ooh, you know what? We don't really need seeds from you. Because I used to cheat, and now we have all the seeds, so bye. Cool beans. Alright, I want to watch the production. On production, we want to make sure that we're producing more food than they're using. Got our first dead guy. Right there. Excuse me. Got hiccups, I think. so far things are looking good. It looks like we're producing way more food than we're actually using. And that's before autumn. Once autumn hits, they're gonna start raking all this stuff in. Well, actually, it looks like they're already harvesting. Oh yeah, we're gonna make way more food. What's our storage looking like? Ooh, we are already full up in a lot of places. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the food limit to 50,000, but not raise it any higher until I have more storage. Alright, I think this is looking good. And of course, as you can tell, once frost hits, you start losing crops. Some crops are a little bit more resistant to the frost than others. I've noticed squash sticks around a long time. This is probably, well, since they were all set to educated. Probably the majority of the kids right now are educated. So, probably gonna need another school in the near future on here. Because we had a huge baby boom. A lot of babies being born. Oh, we actually have a student. How about that? I didn't notice the first time I looked. And we are going to need another stockpile for logs. So we will probably just go ahead and smack that, like, right here. Now you might notice I have 6 builders, but 0 builders are needed. That's because I still have paths. I want to make sure all the paths that I drew out are built. But you need builders for that. The stone paths take a lot of stone, which is why I keep replenishing that. Lots of babies. We got 75 babies. I want these never. Bye. Cool. Things are looking good. Right, I gotta look at production. So yeah, it looks like we're producing more food than we're using. As far as fuel goes, these guys are logging away, but don't know if they are. Yeah, it looks like they're not producing more than we are using. What about tools? They're not producing. Well, that's because we haven't gone below the threat. When I added a bunch, they haven't spent through all those tools yet. Do we actually have apples in there? No. But we will soon. Okay, really digging this little town. I like how this turned out with the trees. Yeah, I don't think I can put another person right here. only planting. Good. Lots of babies. We're up to 91. That church is already full up. Can only hold 200. My major concern right now is the forestry. Maybe it's just because, you know, they're not in full swing of production right now because they're still planting in some of these newer areas. Let's go ahead and get rid of any of this stuff that's in the way so we can fit more trees there. Good grief. Bad thing about all these babies being born, there's more mouths to feed, so it's going to dramatically change, you know, this ratio here. The bad thing about, you know, playing with the cheats is once you turn them off, you got to make sure that everything's balanced, that they're producing enough food for each year, and a little bit extra so you can weather bad years where, you know, you don't get as much out of the crop. I want all of these never. Dismissed. Still don't know what I'm producing in excess yet. But once I get that figured out, then I can start stocking up, start trading. So we can, let's say we're not producing enough food. Well, cool, we got a store of stuff we can trade for food. Also, sometimes I just use the trading post to store up on items that I might run out of, such as food or firewood, etc., etc. Too many babies. All right. We've hit our cap on food. It's probably good too because we are damn near out of storage near the farmland. Let's see what are these looking like. These are doing okay. I like to check the how full these get. I like to keep them as full as possible because it frees up space in barns. If you want to try to help keep it full, you know, you can add workers to it. What about you? How full are you? Oh, yeah, you need a worker. That should do too. And a few less builders. Typically, you want a little bit more laborers than this, but if I add more people right now, they're going to be homeless. I don't want too many homes because then you get a bunch of babies like what we just had. So I got to just wait for some of these babies to grow up and become laborers if we want more laborers. So I'm only going to leave 2 more builders and they can just slowly work on the roads. But you want laborers because laborers help move items, chop down trees, so on and so forth. They're like the oil in the engine. So what I mean by help move items, you know, like you get this stuff here, and if I'm not mistaken, a laborer will come up and pick up this fish and take it somewhere. Getting a little burnt out on this game. I'm probably going to call it soon. I'm sure you're getting burnt out watching, but just wanted to get a good idea of how production is going for the most part. It looks like we're good on food. We just need to figure out... Okay, so logs are fine. Fuel is looking like it's evening out. Tools, haven't really needed to make that many. Clothes, Yep, they're doing okay. So, yeah. Well, this was fun. Well, that is all I have time for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Next time I play this, I'm going to work on getting some miners, some mines put in there, a quarry, so we can actually start producing that raw material so I can stop relying on the debug menu. Again, I just used the debug menu because I wanted to go ahead and produce a pretty good town just from the get-go, so I wouldn't waste hours and hours grinding, waiting for children to grow up in the game, become laborers, etc. So yeah, I don't think you guys have time for that, and neither do I, and I already know this video is running for a while. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you like watching this game, I'll play it a little bit more. But I gotta go ahead and get ready to go to work, so you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.